Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Anandarupaya Krishnaya Klishtakarine Vedanta Vedyaya Gurave Buddhisakshine. Shlokam Sarvagas Sarva Vidbhano Vishvakseno Janardanaha Vedo Vedavit Avyangaha vedāṅgo vedavit kaviḥ. So we are seeing vedāṅgaḥ, the name vedāṅgaḥ, okay, vedāṅgaḥ. Now Parāśara Bhatta explains this as the one for whom the Vedas and the different Shastras are limbs or body. In that sense he explains, okay, for one whom the Vedas and the other limbs are other limbs of Vedas, the other Shastras are his body. Bhagavan Bhashyakara says, Vedas, for whom the Vedas are limbs or body, in that sense, okay. Vedāṅgaḥ. Aṅgaḥ is interpreted both as limb and body by Bhagavan Bhashyakara. It can be interpreted in both ways. Parāśara Bhatta accepts it as body, but it can be interpreted as limb also. Okay, vedāṅgaḥ. Vedāṅgaḥ. Therefore, the fourth case will be vedāṅgāya. So, Namavali is Om Vedāṅgāya Namaha. Om Vedāṅgāya Namaha. Om Vedāṅgāya Namaha. Om Vedāṅgāya Namaha. Bhashyam. Vedo aṅgabhūtā yasya sa vedāṅgaḥ. Vedah, Vedas. Aṅgabhūtā yasya, for one whom it is, for whom yasya, for whom aṅgabhūtā, it is limb. That is vedāṅga. Sa vedāṅga, he is called as vedāṅga. So anga can mean limb because there are proof of valid statements from Vedas which say Veda, Veda Pado. So the Vedas are limb, leg or a quarter portion of him. In that sense, it is said, or leg. That is the easiest way to interpret it. And Vedas are his inherent nature. Veda Mayaha, Veda Swarupaha. That is also there. And we know Nishvasitam Yedadrk, where it came as a breath. So it's a part of him. So that way also you can interpret it. So vedāṅgaḥ. Okay. In all these three interpretations, it is possible. Vedāṅgaḥ. Either you can accept it as a limb or it as an embodiment or his inherent nature. Vedavit. This is the interesting name, Vedavit, because we saw Vedavit earlier and this repetition of the same name. Earlier, the meaning was, by Parāśara Bhatta, the meaning was one who knows the Veda without doubt or erroneous knowledge. Bhagavan Bhashyakara says, as it is. One who knows the meaning of Vedas as it is. Okay. So here Parāśara Bhatta explains Vedah means vedyate, one who knows that. What the inherent meaning is? The meaning is a dharma. So one who practices that dharma is vedavit. In the sense of Pradyumna, one of the four forms of Vasudeva, Sankarshna, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, one of the four forms of Vishnu. So in that Pradyumna form, he is the one who is the practitioner of the meaning of Veda, the dharma of Veda. Okay. So in that sense, Vedavit. Bhagavan Bhashyakara says, one who inquires into Veda is Vedavit. Okay. Now, Vedavit, like the same, like in the previous Vedavit, here also Vedavit will be Vedavide. So Namavali is Om Vedavide Namaha, Om Vedavide Namaha, Om Vedavide Namaha, Om Vedavide Namaha. Okay. So Bhashya. Vedān vinte vicārayatīti vedavit. Vedān vinte. Vidhi vicārane is the root word. Vidhi vicārane. So vid ikara goes idito num dhatuhu. So dhatoho. So you get num. So num, only nakara remains. That comes after the final vowel. in the vid. In the vid, the final vowel is E, I, okay? D, D. So I is the final vowel. So after that vowel, a N is added. Vind. D becomes T. Vint. Vinte. Okay? So Sanskrit rules. I'm just giving you the idea. So vicārana in the sense of inquiry. So vicārayatīti vedavit. One who inquires into the Vedas is vedavit. It's a very interesting thing. One who inquires. God also inquires into Veda, like us. So it can be like we are the interpreters, inquirers of Veda. So that it is referring to our individual self as the self. But that is not the meaning here. The first meaning is Bhagavan. We saw for the name Dhata and Vidhata. Dhata, I said Dhatru, so Dhatre Namaha. So there I explained Dhata Yatha Purma Kalpayat. The creator created this as it was before in the previous creation. So if he has to create things as it was in the previous creation, he needs to a guidebook. That guidebook is Veda A. If he needs to create as it was in the previous creation, then he needs to create the same Vedas as it is. So he needs to protect that Vedas. So one who protects and creates that Vedas for the next cycle of creation is a Veda with one. Inquires to protect it, to provide it for the next cycle of creation. That one sense. Next is a very interesting thing. Actually, if you ask practitioner of Hindu, who is the author of Veda? Immediately, like they know. Oh, of course, it is Vedavyasa, because Vyasa has the name Veda as the first name. Vedavyasa. That is the stupidest answer. Vedas, they don't know what Vedas is. That is why they are blabbering like that. Veda, the definition for Veda is apaurusheyam vakyam Veda. Veda is a apaurusheyam vakyam, a statement not created, generated, produced, written by an author. Okay, anybody. So not by a person. So it is not a statement created, produced, generated, written by a person. That is called as Veda. It is not a written thing. So that is the idea, Veda. So Vedavyasa, what did Vedavyasa did? Vedavyasa did not write the Vedas, but he divided the Vedas into 4 parts to distribute among his disciples. Oh, was it his property? No, it is not as it is property, but he is like an editor. See, he saw the Kali Yuga, the declension of Kali Yuga. In the decline of Kali Yuga, people will not have the memory. There will be a great amount of memory loss. We can see that. It is not just because we are getting old that we are forgetting things. Naturally, there is a memory loss. Thing is, we used to remember 100 phone numbers. We didn't need to look at the phone book, contact book for the numbers. We used to pick up the note, and we used to call them. Now, you don't even remember your own number. If you have a second number, you won't remember that. So, that is the decline. So, he said, okay, this Kali Yuga people cannot memorize the whole set of Vedas. They don't have the life or the memory capacity. So, he separated it into 4 parts, segregated it into 4 parts, and that is what he did. So, Vedavyasa, in the form of Vedavyasa, Vedavit, one who distributed it into 4 parts. Okay, that is also Vedavit. Then you can also interpret it as one who inquired into the Vedas and divided it into, he created itself, Veda itself in that fashion, Karma Kanda and Uttarakanda, Jnana Kanda. So, both Karma portion and Jnana portion. Divided it into Karma portion and Jnana portion. And there is an inquiry into it. And he himself claims in the previous name, Vedanta Krit Veda Videvachaham. I am the author of Vedanta. So if he is an author of Vedanta, he has inquired into the subject matter of Jnana Kanda. vedavit, the karma portion. He has the knowledge of the karma portion also. So both in that sense also you can interpret vedavit. Okay. Kaviḥ. Simple. Vedavit means one who inquires into. Who? In three forms. One as the creator. Second as a vedavyasa. Third as again the self, the absolute, in the form of knowledge and karma portion. Okay. Now next word is kaviḥ. Kaviḥ. Kavi normally, the word kavi is the word used for poet. Here kaviḥ is not poet. Kaviḥ, krāntadarśī. Krāntadarśī, that is the Nigandu, the Aska, his text. There he says medhavi, kaviḥ, krāntadarśī, like that he declares. It's a kind of a kosha, it's a dictionary. So there medhavi, person with great amount of memory, kaviḥ, and krāntadarśī, they are all synonyms. Krāntadarśī can be interpreted as a revolutionary thinker. Okay, krāntadarśī, revolutionary thinker or revolutionary perceptor, seer. So that is the idea. Okay, so krāntadarśitvat, Pradyumna is krāntadarśī kaviḥ. That is how Parāśara Bhatta interprets. Or Bhagavan Bhāśyakara interprets that krāntadarśī, but the sense is he is the seer. He is not just the revolutionary thinker, he is the seer thinker. There is no other seer other than him. That's the idea he interprets it as. Anyway, the kaviḥ is ihi. So ye is the third case. We know kavaye. So the namavali is om kavaye namaha, om kavaye namaha, om kavaye namaha, om kavaye namaha. Bhashya. Kaviḥ, krāntadarśī, sarvadṛk. Kaviḥ means krāntadarśī. Krāntadarśī, I already said kranti, kranta, kranti is a revolution. Kranta, kranti, revolution. Darshi, perception, seeing, means thinker. So revolutionary thinker or revolutionary seer. Now, that does not mean that we are doing something against something. Revolutionary thinker is, what is the normal thinking? Normal thinking is, like we say, the Shruti says, Paranjikhani Vetanat Swayambhu, the creator created the sense organs to go externally. Kaschid dhīrāha pratyekātmānam ekṣata, only some brave, valorous person controls the sense organ and turns it inwards. Right? So, natural movement is to go externally. To turn it inwards is a revolutionary. Okay? In that sense, it is explained. Sarvadṛk. Sarvadṛk, he is the seer in everyone. How do you know he is the seer in everyone? Nānyo'to'sti draṣṭā, there is no other seer other than this. It is said in the Shruti. Okay? And in the Īśāvasya Upanishad also it says, kaviḥ paribhuhu swayambhuhu. In paribhu and swayambhu name we use this mantra. Kaviḥ paribhuhu swayambhuhu. Kaviḥ, that is what is we are interested in. Kaviḥ krāntadarśī, a revolutionary thinker. Manīṣī, a very intelligent person. Okay? Ityādi mantravarṇāt. These mantras also establish the same idea. Next shloka. Lokādhyakṣaḥ surādhyakṣaḥ. Lokādhyakṣaḥ surādhyakṣaḥ. Lokādhyakṣaḥ surādhyakṣaḥ. Lokādhyakṣaḥ surādhyakṣaḥ. Dharmādhyakṣaḥ kṛtākṛtaḥ. Dharmādhyakṣaḥ kṛtākṛtaḥ. Dharmādhyakṣaḥ kṛtākṛtaḥ. Dharmādhyakṣaḥ kṛtākṛtaḥ. Lokādhyakṣaḥ surādhyakṣaḥ. Dharmādhyakṣaḥ kṛtākṛtaḥ. Lokādhyakṣaḥ surādhyakṣaḥ. Dharmādhyakṣaḥ kṛtākṛtaḥ. Lokādhyakṣaḥ surādhyakṣaḥ. Dharmādhyakṣaḥ kṛtākṛtaḥ. Next line. Caturātmā caturvyūhaścaturdaṃṣṭraścaturbhujaḥ. Caturātmā caturvyūhaścaturdaṃṣṭraścaturbhujaḥ. Caturātmā caturvyūhaścaturdaṃṣṭraścaturbhujaḥ. Caturātmā caturvyūhaścaturdaṃṣṭraścaturbhujaḥ. Then चतुर्दंष्ट्रश्चतुर्भुजः चतुर्दंष्ट्रः चतुर्भुजः चतुर्दंष्ट्रश्चतुर्भुजः 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 चतुरात्मा चतुर्व्यूहः चतुर्दंष्ट्रश्चतुर्भुजः चतुरात्मा चतुर्व्यूहः चतुर्दंष्ट्रश्चतुर्भुजः. From the beginning. Lokādhyakṣaḥ surādhyakṣaḥ. Dhyaksho or dhyaksha does not really matter in the second when we break. So lokādhyakṣaḥ surādhyakṣaḥ dharmādhyakṣaḥ kṛtākṛtaḥ caturātmā caturvyūhaścaturdaṃṣṭraścaturbhujaḥ caturbhujaḥ lokādhyakṣaḥ surādhyakṣaḥ dharmādhyakṣaḥ kṛtākṛtaḥ caturātmā caturvyūhaścaturdaṃṣṭraścaturbhujaḥ lokādhyakṣaḥ surādhyakṣaḥ dharmādhyakṣaḥ kṛtākṛtaḥ caturātmā caturvyūhaścaturdaṃṣṭraścaturbhujaḥ. Okay, lokādhyakṣaḥ. How many names are there? Lokādhyakṣaḥ, surādhyakṣaḥ, dharmādhyakṣaḥ, kṛtākṛtaḥ. First line 4 names. Then caturātmā, caturvyūhaścaturdaṃṣṭraścaturbhujaḥ, caturbhujaḥ. 4 lines in the names in the second line. 8 names in this shloka. Okay. Lokādhyakṣaḥ. First name is lokādhyakṣaḥ. Lokādhyakṣaḥ, lokādhyakṣaḥ. One name. Lokādhyakṣaḥ. So loka means dharma. Lokādhyakṣaḥ interprets, Parāśara Bhatta interprets it as dharmādhikari. Okay. So Aniruddha is for the dharmādhikari, people who are, for loka he is interpreting it as dharmādhikari, for the people who are eligible for karmas. Adhyaksha is a common word, he is interpreting it as the one in the form of Aniruddha, all these dharmādhyaksha, lokādhyakṣa, surādhyakṣa, kṛtākṛtaḥ are in the form of Aniruddha. Okay. Now, in the form of Aniruddha, he is the one who provides them results for their karmas without faltering. Okay, provides them results for their karmas without faltering. What is the falter? What is the error here? See, there is a problem called akrita abhyagama and krita vipranasha. While providing the results, there is a possibility of error called akrita abhyagama and krita vipranasha. Simply put, when you, sometimes this happens, you write your account name, you write the amount, and you pay the money to deposit in your account. And instead of going into your account, it goes to some other account, some other person's account. Okay, eventually they will catch it up. If the person spends, then that's a big problem for them. That's a different issue. But the problem, the thing is, the amount is misplaced to some other account. Now, my money goes to someone. That is my one error. For him, the person who received that money, who does not have any link to that money, now that is another problem. So this is called as akrita abhyagama, krita vipranasha. 2 errors. Akrita abhyagama, akrita, I have not performed, but abhyagama, I receive. Whatever karmas I have not performed, if I receive, if you are born for once, then you are receiving karmas which you have not performed. You are not the person to whom these kind of torture should be. Okay, that is one error. Then, if you are accepting only one birth for the jiva, then whatever karmas you perform, they all are wasted. All the good deeds are wasted without producing any result. So the bad deeds also. So therefore, akrita abhyagama, whatever karmas you have not performed coming to you, krita vipranasha, whatever you perform, that is lost. These are 2 errors. Without these errors, he is one who is eligible to provide the results. That is what is adhyaksha according to Parāśara Bhatta. Okay. Now, lokādhyakṣa means one who provides the results for the people who are eligible to perform those dharma activities. Okay, that is Parashara Bhatta's interpretation. Bhagavan Bhashyakara says, lokānadhyakṣayatīti lokādhyakṣaḥ, meaning one who sees the adhyaksha, aksha, eyes, adhyaksha, pratyaksha, perception, direct perception. So, one who sees through the activities of the world is called as lokādhyakṣaḥ. Okay, lokādhyakṣaḥ is akara, so lokādhyakṣaḥ is the fourth case. So, Namavali will be Om lokādhyakṣaya namaha, Om lokādhyakṣaya namaha, Om lokādhyakṣaya namaha, Om lokādhyakṣaya namaha. ठीक है? Okay. So lokādhyakṣa, lokān bhashya, lokān adhyakṣatīti lokādhyakṣa, one who adhyakṣati iti lokādhyakṣaḥ. Now you have to understand adhyakṣati. Adhyaksha is synonym with pratyaksha, direct perception. Adhyaksha, adhi aksha, that is dependent upon the aksha, sense organs, is a adhyaksha, pratyaksha. And adhyaksha also mean eligible. Officer is also adhyaksha. So eligible person. So eligible person, direct perception is adhyaksha. Now here he is one who perceives the world. The world means the activities of the world. The activities of the world means the activities, whether it is good or bad, whatever. Whether it is a give and take transaction or the transaction for the self. Whatever transaction to provide your results for the karmas, to protect whatever you have. So those activities, he is the one who is capable of doing that. Local truth darshana is the root word, to see. Okay, that is also another thing. Sarveṣāṃ lokānāṃ prādhānyenopadraṣṭā, he is the one who is the seer generally for the whole world. Okay, we already saw nānyo'to'sti draṣṭā, there is no other seer. Okay, that is also to be taken here. Surādhyakṣa, next name is surādhyakṣaḥ. Sura means deities. So again, surādhyakṣa, one who provides the results for the deities according to Parashara Bhatta. Tarāradhya devaha, the deities in the form of Aniruddha, they worship him. Okay, so he is surādhyakṣa. Now, Bhagavan Bhashyakara explains surādhyakṣa is as in the form of lokapāla, etc., the goddess, the deities. For them, he is the adhyaksha, he is the head. He is the one who provides them the result. In that sense, he explains. Okay, surādhyakṣa. All these are adhyaksha, adhyaksha, adhyaksha. Therefore, aha means aya is the fourth case. Surādhyakṣaya namavali. Om surādhyakṣaya namaha. Om surādhyakṣaya namaha. Om surādhyakṣaya namaha. Om surādhyakṣaya namaha. Okay. Lokapālādi bhashya. Lokapālādisurāṃ adhyakṣah surādhyakṣa. Surāṇāmadhyakṣa surādhyakṣa. Lokapāla, etc. For these suras, for these deities, he is the adhyaksha. Lokapāla means the one, the protector of the world. Okay. Lokapal is one organization in India. We are not talking about that kind of, the protector of the world order. That is lokapāla. See, everything has a deity associated. The directions have dik devatas associated. Deities associated with the directions. Okay, so sun has a deity, moon has a deity. We don't see sun as sun. It is a Surya devata, Chandra devata. So all these are deities. So one who is the one provider of results, bestower of results for these deities is a surādhyakṣaḥ. Next is a dharmādhyakṣaḥ. Dharmādhyakṣaḥ. Parashara Bhatta explains this as the means for worshipping that self, but that Vishnu by these deities is a dharma. So therefore, one who is known through that dharma is a dharmādhyakṣaḥ. Okay. No, Bhagavan Bhashyakara explains this as one who perceives directly to provide the result, both dharma and adharma, as dharmādhyakṣaḥ. Okay, we'll come to this. So dharmādhyakṣaḥ, again dharmādhyakṣaya namavali. Om dharmādhyakṣaya namaha. Om dharmādhyakṣaya namaha. Om dharmādhyakṣaya namaha. Om dharmādhyakṣaya namaha. Okay. Bhashya. Dharmādharmoṃ sākṣādīkṣate'nurūpaṃ phalam dātum. Tasmāt dharmādhyakṣa. One who perceives, one who directly perceives the dharma and adharma. But dharmādhyakṣa, where did dharma adharma come? See, by the name dharma, we also imply adharma. By the name good activity, good deed, we also mean the bad deeds. In Purmimamsa, the first sutra is Athato dharma jignasa atha. Hereafter, now, dharma. Jignasa means to know, the desire to know. We are going to inquire into the nature of dharma from here. Now, it is not just a dharma which is going to be inquired. In the commentary, they will say that it is also adharma. Why? Dharma is to practice. To knowledge of dharma is to practice them. Knowledge of adharma is to avoid them. You should not say, oh, I didn't know, that is why I did that. No, there should be no error of that kind of excuse. So, he said, you understand both dharma and adharma. Now, here, by dharmādhyakṣa is the seer of not just the dharma. He does not only see the dharma, he also sees the adharma to punish you. We already saw that. Dharma to give you the heaven or immediate results, good results here. Adharma, the punishment here or the hell, etc. So that is how he sees that. Okay, dharmādhyakṣa, to provide the results for them properly. Next is kṛtākṛtaḥ. Parāśara Bhatta explains this as in samsara there are two paths. One is pravartak. In Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Bhashyakara starts with this. Pravritti lakshana dharmo, nivritti lakshana dharmascha. Dve dharme veditavye. There are two dharmas which needs to be understood. One is pravritti lakshana and other is nivritti lakshana. Here Parāśara Bhatta is samsara, he explains this pavartaka and nivartaka. There are two activities of dharma. One is pravartaka and other is nivartaka. One is dharmas which push you into the world. The other is which takes you towards Ishvara, God. So, the pravartaka dharma is called as kṛtāḥ. That is called as kṛtāḥ, means it produces the pravartaka dharma is that which produces limited result. That is kṛtāḥ. Okay. Nivartaka dharma, which takes you towards the Ishvara, God, is akṛtāḥ. It produces unlimited, eternal results. Okay. So, that is how he explains. Kṛtākṛtaḥ. Kṛtāḥ means limited results. Akṛtāḥ means unlimited results. Okay. Now, Bhagavan Bhashyakara interprets this kṛtākṛtaḥ as kṛta means that which is performed, effect. Akṛta means that which is not performed, means cause. So, in the form of cause and in the form of effect, one who exists is kṛtākṛtaḥ. Okay. So, kṛtākṛtaḥ aha. Kṛtākṛtāya. So, Namavali is Om kṛtākṛtāya namaha. Om kṛtākṛtāya namaha. Om kṛtākṛtāya namaha. Om kṛtākṛtāya namaha. This is not two names. It's one name. Kṛtākṛtāya. Okay. Bhashya. Kritascha karyarupena. Akritascha karanarupena iti kṛtākṛtaḥ. Kṛtaḥ means in this form of effect. Akṛtaḥ means in the form of cause. That is a very important thing. Because we accept the self to be abhinna nimitta upadana karanam. The self is a material as well as instrumental cause. Okay. Now, here, while talking about this cause-effect relationship, there is one statement which is it is the prime pillar of Vedanta, which says karya-karana ananyatvam. Karya-karana ananyatvam. Karya, effect, karana, cause, ananyatvam, not different. The cause and effect are not different. That is what is the main pillar of Vedanta. Now, explaining this, Bhagavan Bhashyakara says, karya, karana means they are not same, one and the same. Cause and effect are not one and the same. He says, karya, karana, vyatirekena, karyam nasti. Karana, vyatirekena, karyam nasti. Meaning, apart from the cause, karana vyatirekena, apart from the cause, karyam nasti, there is no effect. Only cause exists. Other than self, nothing exists. That is the idea. Kṛtākṛtaḥ, karana karya. In the form of karya and in the form of karana, only that cause self remains. That is kṛtākṛtaḥ. Okay, we'll see this. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnāt Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.